Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining Rocky Will Read. Venturing out to something that I would like to always do, now announce every now and then some breaking news for you guys. So today I'm going to be reading to you an article from the New York Times. It's been announced at about 2 hours ago, Eastern Standard Time. It is 5:08 p.m. Let's see. Giuliani has tested positive for the coronavirus, Trump says. And this is by Magie Habermen, very well-known writer over at the New York Times, has broken many stories in relation to the outgoing presidency. So let's begin. Rudolph W. Giuliani, the former New York City mayor and President Trump's personal and campaign lawyer, has tested positive for the coronavirus, Mr. Trump announced on Twitter on Sunday. At Rudy Giuliani, by far the greatest mayor in the history of New York City, and who has been working tirelessly exposing the most corrupt election by far in the history of the USA, has tested positive for the China virus. Get better, Rudy. We will carry on, Mr. Trump wrote. Mr. Giuliani was at Georgetown University Medical Center, according to a person who was aware of his condition, but not authorized to speak publicly. Mr. Giuliani has repeatedly been exposed to the virus through contact with infected people, including during Mr. Trump's preparation for his first debate against President-elect Joseph R. Biden Jr. in September, as well as when he appeared with his son Andrew at a news conference at the Republican National Committee headquarters about 2 weeks ago. But Mr. Giuliani had not been said to have contracted the virus until now. It was unclear why Mr. Trump was the one announcing it. It was also unclear whether Mr. Giuliani, 76, is symptomatic, but at his age, he is in the high-risk category for the virus. Mr. Giuliani has been acting as the lead lawyer for Mr. Trump's efforts to overthrow the results of the election. He repeatedly claimed he has evidence of widespread fraud, but he has declined to submit that evidence in legal cases he filed. Just a side note for all of my listeners, I will very rarely interject, but I'm always into questioning what's presented. And I just don't understand what any of this has to do with him being announced for having the coronavirus, the part where it says that he has repeatedly claimed he has evidence of widespread fraud, but he has declined to submit that evidence in legal cases he has filed. Albeit true. What does this have to do with reporting that he is now allegedly testing positive for the COVID-19? Well, folks, thank you. That was just a quick note and your update for today's news sanity.